in the wall there is a vent, and Mandy wants me to put a grate above the vent, and below the windows there is some holes, and this window hasn't opened in 40 years, and she wants me to replace that with double glazing. Not a problem. But this wall here, it's got a vent in it which goes down to the cave, and if I start chiseling away at the wall there, I've got a feeling I could, well, potentially go through to the cave, and there are some severe storms coming in, and well, they were attacking the house last night, and yeah, it's not a good time to be doing it. This wall here is full of cracks, as we know from taking down the chimney, and it's been badly repaired in the past. So is this wall here. If I put double glazing in, I'm going to have to put an extractor fan above the hob. If at the moment the kitchen, well, it's like trying to heat the Antarctic with a match. So we're probably going to have to insulate the ceiling. It's going to spiral out of control really quickly as soon as I touch anything on this job.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. I've caught Mandy measuring up the kitchen window to replace the kitchen window with double glazing. And this kitchen window probably hasn't opened for, we're guessing, 40 years. It is well and truly, don't break it quite yet because we don't know quite when to stop. It's got a vent in it which lets in multiple creepy crawlies, and again,
it's single glazed.
It's single glazed. It
feels cold on it already.
Yeah, it gets covered in ice, and yeah, it's, you can't see from the inside, but all the putty is missing. So yeah, when you yanked at it, I'm surprised more putty didn't fall out. But
it needs changing.
It needs changing before winter.
Yeah.
But the question is, where do we stop? Because
yeah, with the damp issue we had in this corner, as you can see here.
Yeah, all of this paint here
is just flaking off.
And this is because there was a massive chimney on the back of this wall, and there were multiple cracks in this wall. But it's not just that. It is because this wall and the entire kitchen isn't rendered with plaster. It is probably
concrete.
Yeah, concrete or cement.
Yeah.
And it's cement that has probably been mixed with what they mixed it with, like ash or charcoal-y stuff, which makes it incredibly hard. So it will be a nightmare to remove. So, but at some point it will need removing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And also at some point the ceiling will need to come down and be insulated. So
yes, the question is, how far do we go this time? I'm quite happy at the moment just doing the window.
Yeah, it's pretty safe to say this wall has been rendered with cement. I think it's going to take some time to get this window out. I'm going to try this side wall now to see if this has been rendered with cement. Yeah, that's also cement. I did tell Mandy this was giving me the heebie-jeebies. Lightning has just hit our neighbour's barn, and we've now got rain spraying in horizontally underneath the window. So it is currently not going too well. I can't exactly remember whether Mandy said leave the plaster on or take it off. Well, I figure I'm in trouble anyway, so it's all coming off. I'm getting to the really damp part of the wall now, and there's some voids and, well, cracks appearing in the wall now, and this is where the chimney was. And yeah, it's really, really wet to the touch now, and I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's cracks and holes everywhere. And basically this wall here is, well, it's 75 centimeters thick, so the water has got this far through, it's hit the concrete, and well, there's nowhere for it to go, so the only way for it to sort of like get out again is do a U-turn and go back through the wall. And of course it obviously can't do that, so it's reached a moisture barrier, and it's stopped. And this cement here, well, it tracks condensation from the kitchen this side, so you got double trouble really. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I know I'm going to be in trouble. Well, double trouble as well. It's because I think I'm going to have to take this cupboard out. I've gone a little bit too far, haven't I? But it's all cement. It's not mortar. And it's this horrible grey, probably from the 1950s cement. And it's really hard to get off. And this is what I found behind the cupboards. It's black, horrible mould fungus. Don't really want to touch it. And I don't know if I'm finding any of the screws. Oh, there's not any to hand, but yeah, they're supposed to be zinc plated to stop the rust, but yeah, they rusted through. They just snapped. Yeah. Oh, I can't find any to hand. Yeah, I just threw them mostly away. But yeah, Mandy's lovely tiles. Yeah, they came off. And yeah, some of the wood was so swollen with the mould that I don't know if I'll be able to use any of the wood again. This cable here, that'll be for the fume extraction, which will go in above the hob. And again, that pipe up there, that'll be which take the fumes from the fume extractor to the outside. Where the wallpaper is peeling on the ceiling, we're hoping we're not sure if the ceiling is the thick terracotta tiles or if it's plasterboard or lath and plaster yet. We don't know. We've got to have a little trial sort of chip away to see what that is, because if it's terracotta tiles, that's a big massive job of taking the ceiling down, because we want to insulate the ceiling and put insulation up there.
I'm having to raid the biscuits because I can't cook anything because my oven's out.
Yeah.
The biscuits for tea.
Yeah. You're not that upset that I've nicked your cooker, are you?
No. I don't have to cook.
Yeah.
Quite pleased.
Yeah, I did go a little bit over the top, didn't I?
Well, I was expecting, the window.
And a little bit chipped off round the side?
Yeah, not like... Although, I must admit, when you come through the door, that's quite a statement, that wall.
It is a statement wall now, isn't it?
And it's really grown on me, so I do like it. So I think we'll just rake it out a bit and then...
Yeah, it doesn't need a lot of raking out because the cement actually pulled a lot of the mortar out. And it's drying incredibly quickly.
Dry, yeah?
Yeah, I'm surprised how quickly it's drying. I might get the dehumidifier in.
I don't think we need the dehumidifier.
Or just open the door for a while and let it dry, because that was soaking, almost dripping wet, 2 hours ago. And yeah, I mean...
So that just proves what the concrete does to a wall.
Yeah, because that moisture was probably months or if not a decade old. So, yeah, it's drying incredibly quick. So,
You've done well.
Yeah.
Still, I've got my window in though, have I?
No, you haven't got your window in. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that was the job. and
That's the only thing you haven't touched.
It's the only thing. The window is still there. Oopsie. So, yeah, biscuits for tea. So we're having a little bit of a conflab about the wall, the final wall in the kitchen, and I was cutting a channel for the wire for the extractor fan, and basically the paint was so damp. It's good quality paint, was so damp it was sort of almost smudging off on my hands. So it's decision time on what to do with the wall, and it's cement, and do I stop here? Because basically I haven't taken out the window yet, and that's what I was supposed to be doing. And where do I stop?
Well, the thing is, if we're going to do this wall, are we going to take the tiles off, take the cupboards out and do the whole wall?
I think that's too far, isn't it?
Well, that's kind of what we need to do if we're going to do it properly.
Yeah, that's an awful lot of work, because these cupboards were never designed to come out.
Oh no, I know it's a lot of work, but how far do you go is the thing.
Yeah. All the cement, rather than lime mortar, is now completely off of 2 walls. I've only gone down as far as the tiles, because I figured tiles can't breathe anyway. So I've gone a little bit further than planned, haven't I? I'm a little naughty boy.
Because we've still not got the window in.
Yeah, the window is a bit bright for the camera, but the window is still in.
Still not in.
Still not in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oopsie.
But it looks a lot better, and
it's growing.
It feels better in here as well.
Yeah. So the damp. There was when we initially took it off, there was an overpowering smell of damp, and that is it's already starting to disappear quite rapidly, and it is drying really quick as well. So it obviously needed to breathe really at loads, didn't it?
Oh,
yeah. So and the effect of the stone in the room is, well, I like it a lot.
It's growing on me actually, and now I've raked back this bit here, although that's going to be behind the cupboard, but it all still needs doing.
Yeah, it's very traditional, isn't it?
I quite like the look of it, and even if we just have this part here under the window and this part showing.
Yeah.
Although I'm kind of, once I've raked back off that, I think I might change my mind again and have maybe exposed stone there.
Yeah.
But until I've done it, I don't know. But it all needs raking back, repointing.
Yeah. So, it's quite a nice effect, I think. Now, I've actually come upstairs into one of the spare bedrooms we haven't decorated. And the reason why is I wanted to see what our ceiling's made of. Whether it's made of floorboard, or whether it's made of plasterboard, or whether it's made of thick ceramic tiles. And I've answered the question. I don't know if you can see down there. It's made of thick terracotta tiles, and they make... The reason why is they're fireproof, and they're about 25 millimetres or even thicker, often thick, and they make a awful mess when you take them down, and they're an absolute nightmare to break up. And we cut our hands to shreds taking them down. So you can actually see the light cable we put in for the centre of the room there. On the left hand side of the window, the lime mortar between the stones is really dry, and that's because they've used proper French plaster, this white plaster of Paris stuff. But I'm still going to remove it all to expose the stones. So more work to do, which is going to really kill my shoulders. There is absolutely nothing holding this window in now. All the mortar around the edges has been removed. So there is just 4 of these rather corroded brackets holding it in. So it's just, habit and cobwebs holding it in. So if I cut these, hopefully it'll just fall out. You do realise that once I cut this, or all 4 of them, it might just drop to the floor and smash all the glass. Just saying.
Well, that's one way to find out, isn't there?
Yeah.
down? Or we're just going to
lower it down for now.
Okay. Et voila.
Et voila.
Mansell. You have to tilt your end. That's it. One, two, three. Your top end in. You're showing me. Was that your fingers?
Yeah, my fingers.
Right, it's in now.
In. So I look outside, see which way it's got to go.
Yes, please.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, she says, yeah. How much?
About 5 mil that way.
5 mil that way. Jesus, right, 5 mil your way. Okay?
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Ah, that's probably about 5 mil.
Do you want to go and check again? Maybe about 5 mil the other way now, will it? Perfect. Oh.
C'est bon.
Oui, oui. Magnifique.
Magnifique. It's like we've done it before. So, this is what you actually asked me to do in the first place.
Yay!
Ta-da, for the first time in 40 years.
An open window in the kitchen. Oh, yes.
4 weeks ago, when we lime mortared the back of the house, it was over 30 degrees, and now it's absolutely freezing.
It's not freezing, it's 3 degrees.
It's 3 degrees. Oh, that makes all the difference. Oh dear.
Right.
All the walls we've done below all the windows so far has taken quite a battering, so we're just giving this one a bit of a rebuild. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these terracotta, I don't know what you're going to call them really, but we're going to use them as a wine rack.
Well, I know what I'm going to call them.
Yeah, a wine rack. Yeah, but yeah, this wall in particular is in quite a state. So
You
it's
can see how far in that is
yeah,
from the rest of the wall.
yeah, it collapsed for want of a better word. So
But
yeah,
it was just filled with concrete, wasn't it?
yeah, concrete.
Cement or whatever.
And it got the vent that goes down to the cave, so we had to be a little bit careful with this one as we took it apart. So yeah, surprising we didn't just fall down to the cave really. We picked up about 10 of these sort of quite Parisian looking cast iron. Well, I think they're actually for hanging sort of pot plants, I'll think on, but yeah, we're not going to use them for that. And they're going to sit above the terracotta bottle bank things, and we got a nice slab of oak, so that's going to act as sort of a bit of a, I don't know, a seat really, just below the window. So yeah, hopefully that should look quite, nice, I think. So how did you feel about Lisa and Ted from Chateau de Montmagner descending on you and inspecting your mortaring?
It was cool actually. Yeah, I don't know whether the "it's okay" was like "it's okay," whether "it's okay" was "oh, it's okay."
It's always lovely to see those two.
It is, and she didn't run out of the house screaming, going, "Oh my god!" So
yeah,
I think we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always lovely seeing those two,
Yeah.
and it's nice that we've had the opportunity for them. What they've had the opportunity to come around and see what we're up to as well.
Yeah.
So that was really good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this button do? Oh, we got a light. Oh. Sounds good, doesn't it?
That sounds as though you don't want to stand underneath it, you get sucked up the...
Yeah?
That sounds really powerful.
I've got a problem with this end cabinet now, because you can see how thick the cement was on the wall. I'm now probably going to have to scribe this end cabinet into the wall, because yeah, it's now what, I don't know, 4 or so centimetres short. We've managed to save all of the tiles, and we're reapplying them onto the upright, and I've plastered in the edge, and the plan is to put some genuine oak veneer onto the pine side of the upright, and that way it'll blend in with the oak doors that we've got, so hopefully it'll look a lot more natural and in keeping with the rest of the kitchen. It's a good job we got this window in, because it is snowing. We've managed to get the kitchen done just before the snow came, which is brilliant. And the walls are now dry.
Yeah, they don't smell damp or anything again now, does it?
None of them collapsed into the cave.
That's always a bonus.
That's always a bonus. So yeah, so we're really we're chuffed as anything really, because when you walk in from the dining room, it's quite a statement really. So yeah, it looks fantastic.
There's a few more little tweaks that we're doing, but we'll show you those later.
Yeah, we haven't finished really. There's some sort of like what do you call it?
Tweaks.
And,
Tweaks to do. Tweaks.
Yeah.
And when it's finished, it's going to be great. But like anything, it always evolves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm so chuffed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to be in the kitchen now, not just a chore.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got a few minor things to do, but yeah, it's looking good. Yeah. So as usual, folks, give us a bit of the old like and subscribe.
Does like that.
And she loves reading the comments. So yeah, we'll see you soon.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.